So today I wanted to share with you one of the advantages that Facebook advertising has over search engine advertising. And that is, when you understand the buyer's journey, Facebook advertising can actually get you in front of a customer before they've entered into the consideration phase. So I'll expand on that a little bit. When you look at the buyer's journey, a buyer typically moves through three phases. The first is awareness. That's when they start to become aware of their problem. For example, if someone is going to become your customer if they are purchasing a new car, they're often aware that they need a new car at the time that either their current lease is going to expire, at the time that they've had a major breakdown and they're realizing that the car that they've currently got is getting a bit old, or some sort of circumstance has made them aware that they're going to need a new vehicle. In that case, they then move on to the consideration phase. Now, in that consideration phase, that's when somebody is weighing up their options. So they're considering this car or that car. Then they move on to the final phase, which is the decision phase. That's when things get really serious and they narrow their choices down to say, I'm going to go with this one because the finance is right, the money's right, the delivery time's right, and that's going to work for me. And it's the car that I find most comfortable and most enjoyable to drive. So those three phases, awareness, consideration, and decision, are really important to understand with your online marketing. But the advantage Facebook has over Google is that you can capture people's attention in the awareness phase. So even before they're getting to that stage where they're going into the consideration, they will become aware of, say, a new car by clever advertising. And that clever advertising might push them towards taking a test drive. And before they've even considered your competitors, you may have already taken them on a test drive with your new car. And so you're at a real advantage because you actually caught the customer in the awareness phase rather than the consideration phase. In the consideration phase, that's often where people will turn to Google and they'll start to say, well, what other car options are available in this price bracket? What other SUVs do you have in this price range? What car yards are in my local vicinity? If you can capture their attention before they move into the consideration phase, you're going to give your sales team a real advantage to actually skipping or fast tracking through the consideration phase and locking them in so that they are ready to make a decision and make a purchase from you. I hope that's helped, and I hope that you would consider using Facebook in that way because it'll give you a real advantage over not only using search, which is important, but actually moving people in the awareness phase through Facebook ads, through the consideration phase and closer to making a decision.